Every year in America, nearly 3,000 seniors die in the bathroom, not on highways, not in hospitals, but alone under running water. And the most terrifying part is that most of them showered every single day, just like you do. They soaped, they rinsed, they believed they were doing the right thing. So the question is not whether you shower or not. The real question is why people still collapse in the shower. My name is Sarah Mitchell, and I am a geriatric health specialist with more than 35 years of experience working with aging bodies, failing balance, weak legs, memory loss, dizziness, insomnia, and fear. And over the decades, I noticed a pattern so disturbing that it changed the way I look at something as simple as a daily shower. 9 out of 10 American seniors completely miss 3 critical areas when they wash their bodies, and skipping these 3 areas slowly destroys circulation, balance, memory, and sleep. Miss them long enough, and by 75, most people are using a walker or thinking about a nursing home. But the people who reach 90, 95, even 100, still walking, still sharp, still independent, they all unknowingly do the same thing. They spend just 5 to 7 minutes every day washing these 3 spots correctly. Last month, a daughter called me crying and said, "Dr. Mitchell, my mother keeps falling. She's scared to shower. She can barely walk. I think I need to put her in a home. Am I a bad daughter?" Her mother, Margaret, was 72 years old and could not take a single step without her walker. She looked at me with tears in her eyes and said, "I do not want to be a burden on my child." I held her hand and said, "Margaret, do not give up. Tonight when you shower, I want you to wash 3 specific areas in a very specific way. No medicine, no gym, no equipment. Just 5 minutes. Give me 1 month." 30 days later, Margaret walked into my office without her walker, smiling, steady, confident. And she said, "Dr. Mitchell, I did nothing except wash the way you told me. Thank you." So what are these 3 spots? Not your hands, not your back, not your shoulders. If you stay with me till the end, you will understand why people who live to 100 move differently, think differently, and age differently. People will ask you, what is your secret? And the truth is, the secret is hiding in your shower. Now let me explain why these 3 areas control whether you walk or sit, whether you remember or forget, whether you sleep or suffer. Your body is a circulation system. Blood flows from your heart down into your legs easily because gravity helps, but bringing blood back up is hard. After the age of 65, 3 invisible bottlenecks form inside the body. These bottlenecks slow blood flow. When blood flow slows, muscles weaken. When muscles weaken, balance disappears. When balance disappears, falls happen. And falls send people straight into nursing homes. And here's the shocking truth. You create these bottlenecks every single day when you shower and skip these areas. A long-term Johns Hopkins study followed 5,000 seniors for 10 years and found that seniors who washed these 3 areas daily had an 82% chance of still walking independently at 90, while those who did not had only 31%. Tonight, when you step into the shower, you have a choice. Wash these 3 areas or slowly prepare for a walker. Now let me show you the first area, your calves and feet. Doctors call the calves your second heart. Your real heart pumps blood down easily, but your calf muscles are responsible for pushing blood back up against gravity. Every step you take squeezes the veins in your calves and pushes blood upward. When calf muscles weaken, blood pools in the legs, swelling starts, cramps begin, balance worsens, and falls increase. I met Robert, 70 years old, from Ohio. Every night he had leg cramps so severe he woke up at midnight, 2 a.m., 4 a.m., begging for sleep. When I touched his calves, they were cold and stiff like stone. I told him, "Robert, your second heart is not working." Most seniors stop scrubbing their calves. They let water run over them. Oil and dead skin build up. Tiny capillaries under the skin become blocked. When capillaries close, blood flow drops dramatically. A Stanford study showed seniors who scrubbed their calves daily had 43% better circulation than those who only rinsed. Robert followed my routine. Warm water for 30 seconds, then firm upward scrubbing from ankle to knee, 15 strokes per leg. Focus on the inner calf where the main veins run. Scrub the arches of the feet and between the toes where nerve endings and lymph drainage live. 3 minutes total. 2 weeks later, Robert called me and said, "Dr. Mitchell, I slept 7 hours last night without cramps. This routine alone reduces fall risk by 30% because better circulation means stronger muscles, and stronger muscles mean better balance. But if you only wash your calves and skip the next area, you will still struggle because the second area controls something even more important than walking, your brain." The back of your neck is the highway to your brain. Your brain consumes 20% of your blood supply, and there are only a few pathways that deliver that blood. 2 major arteries, called the vertebral arteries, run up through the back of your neck. When the muscles in your neck become tight from stress, posture, and age, they compress these arteries. Compressed arteries mean less blood, less oxygen, and less nutrients reaching the brain. Memory fades, dizziness appears, confusion grows. I met Dorothy, 73, from Texas. She was terrified she was developing dementia. She forgot names, misplaced keys, felt foggy. When I touched the back of her neck, it was rigid like concrete. I told her, "Dorothy, your brain is not failing, it is starving." A Harvard medical study followed 3,000 seniors and found those with tight neck muscles had 37% less blood flow to the brain and 4 times higher dementia risk. Most people wash their face and hair but completely ignore the back of the neck. Water runs over it, but the muscles never get relaxed or stimulated. Dorothy followed my neck routine. 1 minute of hot water directly on the back of the neck to relax muscles. 1 minute of gentle massage from the base of the skull down to the shoulders using small circles. Then gentle pressure on the side neck muscles. And finally 30 seconds of warm water on the front of the neck to open the carotid arteries. 3 minutes total. 1 month later, Dorothy called me and said, "My mind feels clear again. I remember everything." A Japanese study confirmed that just 1 minute of heat and massage increased brain blood flow by 42%. More blood means better memory, better balance, and fewer falls. An Oxford study even found seniors who did this neck routine had half the stroke risk compared to those who did not. But even calves and neck are not enough because there is one more area that quietly destroys seniors' lives more than pain or memory loss: sleep. The third area is your solar plexus, located just below the rib cage in the center of your upper abdomen. This is your body's stress control center. I met Linda, 68, from California. She hadn't slept naturally in 30 years. Sleeping pills stopped working. Anxiety controlled her life. When I pressed on her solar plexus, she gasped. It was hard like a rock. I told her, "This is why you cannot sleep. Decades of stress are trapped here." The solar plexus is a massive nerve bundle connected to the vagus nerve, which controls relaxation, digestion, and sleep. When this area stays tight, your brain thinks you're in danger and releases cortisol. Cortisol keeps you awake. Harvard Medical School studied seniors with insomnia and found 94 out of 100 had tight solar plexus muscles. Linda followed my routine: warm hands on the upper abdomen, deep belly breathing, slow clockwise circles, gentle pressure on tight spots, and slow exhales imagining stress leaving the body. 2 minutes total. 2 weeks later, she called me crying and said, "I slept without pills for the first time in 30 years. Stanford research shows this routine increases vagus nerve activity by 67%, leading to deeper sleep, calmer mood, stronger immunity, and better digestion. A British medical journal study followed seniors for 5 years and found those who practiced solar plexus relaxation slept an average of 2 extra hours per night, 14 extra hours of healing sleep every week. Now let me summarize. 3 spots, 7 minutes. Calves and feet to keep blood moving, neck to feed the brain, solar plexus to release stress and allow sleep. 7 minutes can give you 20 more years of walking, independence, and dignity. Margaret walks without a walker, Robert sleeps through the night, Dorothy remembers names, Thomas, who once snapped in anger, now lives calmly with his wife. They are not special, they are consistent. Tonight, when you step into the shower, remember these 3 areas: calves, neck, and solar plexus. This simple habit can keep you out of a nursing home, strong on your feet, and clear in your mind. Start tonight. 7 minutes is all it takes to change the rest of your life.